in the game.
Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fist. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Second and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Right at the outset, he lost the football. The Chargers have it. And he's going to score. Do you believe this start? Opening minute of the game. Fumble recovery and a touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down. off the play fake. It's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. A big play for Seattle. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's Walker. And he will dive into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry here for Omarion Hampton. He'll bring this up to the 22. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
Brings up second and 8.
They'll go again with Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Herbert to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They do go for it. It's Herbert. Now he'll work his way out right. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and they all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me.
Sunshine and pleasant temps have led to a wide-open roof here this afternoon at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, here we go!
Prescott looks to throw right away. Now he's going to step up and run. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks his defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Yeah! There we go!
Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
A nice little juke. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out to the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 92 yards. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now Prescott. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, 47. There we go, going to 53.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Here we go. Forward in. Here we go. Kill. Hey, kill.
Now Prescott on 4th down. That is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, 26 yards. And the Cowboys take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A little juke. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Kill! Yeah! Here we go!
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. And now an audible here into something else. They'll set up to throw. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual. But
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A.J. Barner, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And running with power here. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Prescott down. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown,
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question. And neither is another pick 6.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring